And giving a warm welcome to 2nd District Council Member Cooke, who wears many hats in our community and last week was actually recognized by Mayor Dan Mandell. And now June 22nd is recognized as Pastor Cooke Day.
Awesome.
Tell us a little bit about the recognition from last week. I know you were out with family and friends celebrating, and that is truly an honorable recognition to have.
Oh, it was, I'm still coming down off of a high from it. It was a very, very, very high esteemed honor. They kind of blindsided me with it, but I like the fact that it plays into what the Word of God says. It says, if you believe in me, then I will make sure that you have favor with God and man. So I do thank God for that part of it coming into manifestation and fruition in my life, but it poses as a testament that no matter where you're from, if you truly have a desire to impact where you are, then God will make a way for it. If it's truly your heart's desire, your heart's passion, you will get to see it acknowledged publicly. That's not something that I actually strive for. I strive to make an impact on my community, on my church community, the faith-based community, as well as the district as well. But I do thank God that all of these things are starting to come into alignment, and people are starting to see it's not something that you want accolades to just say, oh, I've done this or I've done that. A lot of times when you're working, you don't always have the camera on yourself. So it was really, really important. It was really a great honor for Mayor Mandell and the rest of the community and the faith-based community to honor me in such a way. It's very, very overwhelming, and I don't think I've cried so many times in one weekend, but it's been a fellowship of faithfulness from myself to the community and to the church that I serve. And I just thank God, this 10 years, it's been a decade. They decided to go a little further and go all out to try to make the world aware of the service that gets done in our little community, and the trailblazers that actually string forth to try to make it happen. So I do thank God for that, and I'm just still ecstatic and over the moon about it.
Absolutely, as you should. And you know, you were touching a little bit about, you know, bringing all your work to fruition in a community you're not even originally from. You're actually from the Los Angeles area in California. Tell us a little bit about the contribution it's been being a pastor at Monumental Baptist Church in Elmira.
It's been a great honor to serve at Monumental Baptist Church for the last decade. I thank God that it seems like a calling more than just me stepping in to do the work just because I feel like I'm qualified. I do thank God that I feel like the calling has kept me here to actually walk with God through some processes that He wanted to accomplish. So I take my hat off and I honor God in this whole process, because without Him, this work wouldn't be possible. Without God, it wouldn't manifest the way that it does. It wouldn't impact the people the way that He so desires. So I'm glad about that, but I've had a long line of examples. Los Angeles Metropolitan Churches, I got a chance to walk with my father, Bishop Cooke Sr., while they created legislation for ex-offenders, people trying to transition back into society after being incarcerated and things like that. My father was very instrumental in drafting legislation back in the 90s, and Governor Pete Wilson actually signed it into law that MCI would sow finances back into these GED initiatives to help people get back on their feet and eliminate excuses for going back into old behaviors that would hinder you from being a well-rounded person and an asset to society. So I've had a great example. I've been able to walk with him, and all I'm trying to do is emulate what God has allowed my father to do, but also emulate what God has tried to translate for people to see right now, that it is possible. If you really care, it can materialize.
Right, and before we wrap here very quickly, you talked a lot about legislation. How's it been serving here the 2nd District in your position you're in right now?
It's been wonderful. I've had the opportunity to work with Mayor Mandell, the city manager Mike Collins, and all of my city council colleagues as far as trying to draft legislation that will end blight, as far as like homelessness, tending to the derelict houses that sit in our city, dealing with them and making it more safe for people to walk ride their bikes, drive through the city. All of these things are important to the small community because these are the things that help it go, they help it function well and make the world go around in our little world here. But I do thank God for all of the things that are coming into fruition because everybody seems to be divinely aligning for one purpose, and that is to serve the community at large.
That's perfectly worded this morning. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations on that recognition. Make sure you folks mark June 22nd on your calendars for Pastor Cooke Day. Well, that does it for us here on Good Morning Twin Tiers.